Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Bidman. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and give this video a thumbs up because today we are doing a 3 Ways Wednesday, so stay tuned. We are at the end of March and it is time to start kind of dipping our toes into spring attire while also being very aware of what the weather is doing. For me, living in the Midwest, you never know. Sometimes it's a little bit warmer, sometimes it's cooler, sometimes it's all of those things in one day. So how do we dress for that using something that most of us have or something really similar in our closets? Slip skirts were huge this whole year and continue to be a very big part of fashion, especially with 90s minimalism and also just that quiet luxury. What's great about a slip skirt, if you can find one that really works for you, and when I say works for you, I mean one where you don't have to wear special garments underneath in order to make it look amazing. When you put on a piece of clothing, it should look awesome with your normal everyday underwear unless you are doing like a special occasion thing where you need something very specific. So this one is from Sanctuary and I have found that both the black and the navy blue have worked a real treat and they look good no matter what is going on underneath, which is great because I can wear my thicker tights, I can wear my thinner tights, and whatever else I normally wear without having to wear shapewear underneath. And I think that's really, really important as we look at trends. Does it fit with our body and our lifestyle, or do we need to just tweak it a little bit? So again, this one is from Sanctuary. I love it because again, it just looks good. It's very sleek. It has almost a satiny look to it. So we have a little bit of that sheen. You can absolutely dress it up and dress it down, which is what we are going to be doing on this rack. So let's kind of start with the basics, right? So spring and fall are major for button downs, and a button down can feel a little boring. However, it is very classic and something that you all need in your wardrobe if you don't already have. How can we have fun with the button down? We can mix and match textures and also colors. A white button down is a must in your wardrobe. Now, I've tweaked it a little bit by going with a linen blend, and this one has a ton of texture. This guy is from Cloth and Stone from last year, Ever Eve. They have something very similar actually from Sanctuary this year, but I love all the texture play that's going on, and I love that it already has this really nice V. It's not too deep, it's not too high, but I can throw it on and I don't have to think about it. This paired white and navy are just a classic combination, but we're adding that little bit of a twist by going with a little less of a formal material in the linen. So dress this up, dress it down with your shoes and your accessories, and you are good to go. Another way that you can play with a button down is going with something like a chambray. Now, I've chosen a later wash chambray, which I've showed either in weeks previous or the next week in denim updates video, and I really am loving all the white stitching that's going on in here, but I'm also really loving that it's just a little bit different from what I would normally gravitate towards with a chambray shirt. It is a lighter wash, which feels very now. It's in a classic shape, so it's going to function in a very classic way, but by putting it with the slip skirt, it kind of, you know, edges it up just a little bit. Again, change up your shoes. I'm showing it a lot with these same kind of boots that I got from Nordstrom Anniversary Sale, just because I live in the Midwest and that's what I'm wearing them with right now until it gets a little bit warmer and I can show a little bit more of my leg. If you live in a warmer climate, find some really cool shoes in black, in navy, and maybe even a denim, and that could be a really funky, cool outfit. Now, if we wanted to go classic but with a casual twist, so I love mixing that juxtaposition, right? Having something that feels a little bit more formal with something a little bit more on the casual side. And I have all of my jewelry pieces that I'm wearing with most, if not all, of the modeling shots here too. Just a very simple Gorjana necklace and then a bracelet stack that I've created. Some pieces are from LOFT, some pieces are from Ever Eve, but these pieces just make all of the top options pop a little bit more, feel a little bit more unique to myself, and it doesn't distract from what's going on in the actual outfit, which I think is really great. Now, this Henley is a workhorse in my wardrobe. This is an old Ever Eve piece. It's a little bit cropped, which is great because this is a high-waisted skirt, and I'm finding a lot of the slip skirts are high-waisted, so you can take a lot of those crop styles and wear them with that, where you might not think to put it with a slip skirt. Just try it. Try your jackets, try your crop tops, and see if that doesn't work, because I feel like it's showing off the shape in a really beautiful way, and you don't have to tuck in quite so much, which is great because you don't want to add bulk with a slip skirt, even if it is incredibly crafted like the Sanctuary one. So I'm loving, again, the juxtaposition between the casualness of the Henley and the slip skirt, which feels very business, maybe even evening out, and it just feels really fresh and really fun. Pair this with hats, pair this with some really fun shoes, and you can really go a lot of different directions with just these few options. Now, we are getting into Easter season and also just celebration season again, because we have lots of holidays with friends and family and get-togethers. So sometimes it's nice to just take it back to a monochromatic look. This is a Mockneck sweater from Ann Taylor Loft, and the blues almost match perfectly. However, because we have a little bit of a texture play, it makes it interesting. This is a crop style again, so it shows off the shape really nicely. I've paired it with silver this time because I think silver and navy are really beautiful when you don't have that break in the shirt. I think silver is a great way to go, even though I know that gold is like the thing right now. Try silver because I just feel like in general metallics are having a moment right now. When you dress monochromatically, it allows the viewer and others to really focus on you instead of your clothes. So it's a great way to dress for presentations or get-togethers. Again, any time where you want your words to speak louder than your outfit. Another option for work or a get-together would be going with a blouse. Now, this is basically a monochromatic outfit, but we've added a very friendly pattern, a very feminine pattern with the polka dots. This is also from Loft, and I just snipped off the ties, which I usually do when I get these kind of tie neck blouses. I feel like the ties sometimes add a little bit of a fun texture play, but sometimes they get in my way. If they get in your way, just snip them off. You're not going to ruin your shirt. If you like that texture play, then that's kind of a fun thing to have in your outfit, especially if you're layering with another piece. I love going with a polka dot in kind of an unexpected navy and white, with the base being navy instead of the opposite way. It feels really fresh. It feels a little bit more sophisticated, and for people who are often described as cute and sweet, sometimes basing your outfits in more of those sophisticated colors is a great way to just grow up your look if you need that for work. A few more options. I know this is supposed to be a 3 Ways Wednesday, but surprise, you're getting so many more options. A more casual way to go, even though we have that Henley option, stripes are huge. They're always huge in spring, but they're really having a moment right now. So grab that striped tee, whether it is a 3/4 length shirt, a t-shirt, a tank, anything like that. Pair it with your slip skirt and add a denim jacket, and that feels really fresh really now. Change up your shoes if you need to, or keep the boots for a little bit more of a sophisticated vibe. My last outfit is kind of stepping away from the blues and the whites and adding in a little bit of that green. We all know that these green jackets come around every spring, usually more in a utility jacket, but I'm grabbing my bomber from fall, and I'm playing again not only with the textures, because the texture of the jacket and the texture of the skirt are a little bit similar, but now I'm playing with shape. I'm playing with volume. We have a very sleek skirt. There's not a lot going on here. So by adding a little bit more volume on top, it makes it interesting, and then just adding a very simple tank underneath feels, again, it feels like it's pushing the envelope in a very safe, very sophisticated way, where we're not playing with lots of patterns, we're not playing with crazy textures or crazy colors. Everything is very nice and muted. It's very nice and sophisticated color palette, and yet it looks a little funky and a little fun. So this is a great one for like a meetup, a date, maybe even going to the theater or something like that, where you want just a little bit of a twist on a classic slip skirt, tank, jacket option. And that is your 3 Ways Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching these. We do 3 Ways Wednesdays because I think it's not only really important for the environment, important for you financially, but it's also just makes your life so much easier when you know that you have some of those key core pieces that you can mix and match with other key core pieces without thinking about it so hard. Because we all know that you're working really, really hard at life, at your job, at your family, at relationships. Sometimes you just don't have time to play with your clothes. So let me do that for you with the 3 Ways Wednesday and just inspire you to go back into your closet and mix and match a few of those key pieces in new ways. I do fashion videos every Wednesday, beauty videos every Friday. Make sure that you are watching the shorts and following me on Instagram in between the longer styling and beauty videos for more tips and tricks to make your life a little bit easier and a little bit more glossy. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye!